What's going on, family? It is January 20 of 2020, and we are excited to be diving into this month with our very first monthly market update. We're going to start doing these on a monthly basis. We're going to be talking about what's going on in the national real estate market as well as the local real estate market. We're going to make it quick, fun, and easy to process in a video format and an email format. If we don't have your email, drop us a DM or a message somewhere and we will add you to the list. But now that we are full-time in real estate, we wanted to be able to give really current, updated information about what's going on in our area so that you're educated as a buyer or a seller here in Pima County. We've been working in real estate for the last couple of years, developing our skills and making sure we know what we're doing, and we are excited to be just launching into a full-time service for you. So anyway, let's go ahead and dive right in. I'm going to be reading from this month's email, not word for word, but I'm going to be pulling points from it, and then we'll see where it goes. So let's give it a shot. So late last year, we were talking about with our market predictions that there may be some form of a recession coming in late 2020. We don't know that is going to be the case now. Most economists, most experts are saying that a recession is probably not coming this year. Freddie Mac is predicting that mortgage rates are going to remain low over the next 2 years, averaging 3.8% in 2020 and 2021. So that means that a lot of houses are going to be selling. 3.8% is very low for historic interest rate levels, and it makes it very easy for a lot of buyers, the most amount of buyers, to enter the market because they can actually afford their mortgage payment. The thing that's going to be a challenge in 2020 is going to be inventory. Now, inventory is the amount of homes that are on the market, and we gauge inventory based off supply, which means how long it would be before all of the homes that are currently on the market would be sold. So it's going to be a challenge for buyers to find homes in 2020. Buyers are looking for homes earlier and earlier in the year, and that's partially because there's low interest rates and partially because there's not very much inventory. So buyers know they need to start looking early if they want to find a home. So homes just really aren't staying on the market long. In a normal market, there's typically 6 months of inventory available. We're sitting at 3.7 months nationally, and we're hovering just above 2 months in Pima County. New construction is going to continue to increase throughout 2020 with interest rates sitting at these historic lows and low inventory pushing buyers to build. So a lot of times when a buyer is looking for a home and they can't find it in the area that they want, they're able to take advantage of those low interest rates to go for new builds. So if you're a buyer, that may be an option for you and we can help you find a new build home. Now if you're a seller, you need to realize that there is most likely buyers looking for homes in your neighborhood and they're struggling to find them, which gives you a corner on the market in most cases. Frank Martell is the president and CEO of CoreLogic. They're an organization that does tons and tons of market research, and they're saying, I quoted him in the email where it says, "We expect home prices to rise at least another 5% over the next 12 months." We've got a cool graph that you can see in the email that shows lots of different economic reporting centers and their predictions for what the next 12 months are going to bring. The high is with CoreLogic at 5.4%. The low is 2.8%. So even on the very low end of the range, we're seeing that homes are going to increase in value over the next 12 months and then also through 2021, which is a really good thing for everybody. It's growing at a natural rate of growth that is sustainable, and that means good things for Arizona. Which brings us to now more local focus, what's going on in the Pima County market. The average equity gain for Arizona in 2019 was $15,000. That was one of the highest in the country. That means that if you owned a home in 2019 and you were living in it, the equity that you're gaining, the value of your home, raised by on average $15,000. We saw that for sure within our own neighborhood where we live. Our equity has gone up on a steady rate of increase over the last 4 years. Now, as I said before, The supply of homes in Pima County going into 2020 is 2.2 months. That is extremely low. And in many areas, there's high buyer demand for these homes. For sellers who are looking to get top dollar fast for their homes, now is definitely the time to list. The median sales price for Pima County going into 2020 was $234,000. Now, of course, that's the median. There's a range. There's lots of homes available in the below $200,000 range, and there's lots of affordable homes that are just great condition, and even new builds above that 234 as well. So based off the projected growth, this is where we kind of bring it all home. Based off the projected growth that we are seeing for the next 5 years, a family that buys a house for $250,000 in Pima County, a family that buys a house for $250,000 in Pima County would see a $47,500 growth in family wealth over the next 5 years. We're seeing steady growth projected, and if you're able to get into a home at really any range, it doesn't have to be $250,000, but that's about average for our market. But at any price point of home, if you're able to get in and buy that home and start making your mortgage payment, start paying yourself instead of the landlord, then you're going to see a potential of projected up to close to $50,000 in growth over the next 5 years. So imagine how that would feel 5 years from now. You're living in a home that it belongs to you and not a landlord, and you look at your equity 5 years from now and you have $50,000 in wealth just for living in your home. So those are some things to think about. We're excited to get this on a monthly basis, provide some good insight to our clients and our friends and family, and we just hope you have a great rest of January and you're getting a great start to 2020. See you later.